Good afternoon. My name is Pei-Hsuan. I'm from National Zhengzhi University, Taipei, Taiwan. The study topic I'm going to present is Keyword Effectiveness in Textile Product Sales Performance, a case study of the Shopee website. Shopee is very popular in Taiwan. Shopee also gets popularized in Southeast Asia. It is an important e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia and Taiwan. There are a lot of registered users and active buyers in these regions. I personally the seller as well as the buyer of Shopee. How do I conduct a search for purchasing items on Shopee as a buyer? What keywords I need to use as a seller so that the items can be easily sold on Shopee? To both parties, Shopee is an important e-commerce platform which is worthy of exploration. As a seller, the keywords placed in product title can be included such as product brand name, product features, and product descriptions. So the question here is which combinations of keywords are effective to Shopee sellers? The scope of this study is specifically looking at the textile product categories, including women and men's clothes. The next 4 slides are summarized from the literature. This slide talks about the way how a consumer searches on a platform. Usually, we like to use a search engine or use a term to search on an e-commerce platform. However, regarding the advertised keywords, a prior study found that buyers tend to avoid paying attention to them, but they did glance around the sponsored area. So, the effectiveness of keywords advertising is important. What exactly the effective keywords that the sellers can use in advertising? There is no doubt that the advertising content should be concise and employs clear languages to convey focal points. Let's further explore the buyer's input keywords on the e-commerce website. Based on the literature, the buyer will type in the product name or brand name in the search field on an e-commerce website. Some buyers search for products by category. However, depending on the buyer's level of product knowledge, the buyer seldom uses product specifications when searching for the e-commerce website. Furthermore, 2 kinds of keywords were explored in the literature, general and specific. The general keywords have positive and significant effects on sales performance, but only on indirect sales performance, like the accessory products, not the main products. Besides, the magnitude of total product sales made by the general keywords is small. In other words, the general keywords that constituted to indirect sales are influenced by product types. Differently, the specific keywords make higher marginal contributions to direct sales of advertised product, that is the main or major products. To be noted, the contrary results were found when buyers search for clothes, and this gives us more confidence in exploring the Shopee e-commerce website, specifically in the textile product category. Here, the first point concludes the prior study's results. That is, the sellers should consider using either general or specific keyword advertising different product types, either main product or accessory products, to improve either direct or indirect sales performance. Certainly, the sellers need to take into account other variables. The keywords that are advertised, they not necessarily boost higher profits. Another study proposed an automatic keyword generation approach by extracting the keywords from consumers' different search patterns. The patterns include goal-directed versus exploratory. The study indicates the potential of producing profitable keywords if the keyword generation approach is effective. Prior studies also suggest that the sellers create keywords portfolio to reduce risks to increase direct sales in increasing direct sales performance. The goal-directed buyer searching behavior in product names or titles or categories can also be easily targeted. Simultaneously, the indirect sales performance can be increased when targeting the buyers with exploratory search behavior. Overall, The sellers are suggested to use different channels with different keyword portfolios to attract different types of buyer. In these studies, in order to find the effectiveness of keywords for selling textile products on Shopee e-commerce website, we use the web scraping techniques to obtain a list of product items from the first 4 web pages from Shopee. Each page consistently displays 60 entries. So this study obtained 240 men's clothing items and 240 women's clothing items in total. For each item, the product names or titles, prices, product locations, and monthly sales after removing outliers were collected. The procedures of analyzing the collected data got validated by collecting 2 sets of data sets in 2 different time frames, time A and time B. In other words, time B data analysis results were used to validate time A data analysis results, establishing the reliability of the data analysis processes at time A as well as at time B. The follow-up careful analysis were conducted for the dataset collected in time B. Before carefully conducting the data analysis, no matter for time A or time B, the cleaning and organization process has to be done first. All the product lists collected in this study has to be closed. So, accessories and shoes has to be removed. As shown in Figure 1, English letters, mathematical symbols, punctuations, and notable high-priced product items has to be removed as well. Then, the text segmentations using Jieba was conducted before extracting keywords related to the product titles. Then, the frequency of those keywords used in the product titles can be calculated. This slide shows the whole process of cleaning, organizing, and analyzing the data collected in time A and time B. After all required removals in both time A and time B, we obtained 942 data points. In other words, 942 product titles were obtained and ready to conduct further analysis. Specifically, in time B, there are 470 men's and women's clothing items. So we know there are 10 items were removed. The first result is to validate the data analysis procedures conducted in time A. As shown in this table, in time A, except for pure cotton and adjectives, there were 2 textile products and 7 adjectives often used by the sellers to describe the product. The same results were found in type B, except for tailor-made, also an adjective. There were in total 9 consistently appearing keywords used in the textile products on the Shopee platform. The 2 textile product titles are bottom part of underwear and the t-shirt. The 7 adjectives are sport goods, breathable, rayon, cooling, Taiwan, customized, and the group. Let's first look at the sales performance of t-shirts and the t-shirts plus different adjectives. Here, we only look at 2 combinations of keywords. So after adding a t-shirt with another keyword, such as customized, the sales performance was increased. If adding t-shirts plus Taiwan, the sales performance was even higher. T-shirt plus breathable also had good sales performance. Compare with randomly picked keywords, which was not frequently used by Shopee sellers. For example, sport or flat. The seller's performance was dropped. The diagram on the right offers a visualization to read the table. Next, let's look at the sales performance of the bottom part of underwear, or BPU, plus different adjectives. The results show that BPU plus rayon yielded increased sales performance. BPU plus sport goods also had increased sales performance. Again, compare with randomly picked keywords, which was not frequently used by Shopee sellers. For example, sports or flat, the sales performance decreased. The diagram helps read the table as well. We did further analysis for the data we collected in time B regarding the product placement location. We found the significant impact of product location on sales performance. In Table 5, most product items were placed in New Taipei City, Taoyuan City, Taichung City, and Kaohsiung City. In Type A, 69.49% of the products were located in these 4 cities. In Type B, 72.55% of the products were located in these 4 cities. To be noted, larger cities such as Taipei City and New Taipei City had more chances to sell textile products to buyers. Overall, in Type B, the average number of products sold was 20,894. Moreover, more than 10,000 products were sold in a few districts where textile manufacturing factories were present, such as Taichung City and Zhanghua County. This study found the effectiveness of keywords in the textile product category on Shopee platform. To all Shopee sellers who are selling men's and women's clothes during the summer, recognizing those significant keywords, especially those adjectives, is very essential. This study certainly is an important reference for designing a keyword portfolio specifically for the textile product during the summer. In addition to find those consistently appearing keywords in this case study, the product location, that is, where the product is placed, also indicates where the sellers are doing their business. The products sold, or we could simply say that the products are delivered in larger cities with larger populations, or where the textile manufacturing factors present, the textile product sales performance can be increased. And the sales can be further increased if the sellers know which combinations of keywords are crucial to them. To academia, the procedures which have been validated in analyzing the sales data can be employed in processing the sales scrapping from different product categories on different platforms. Detailed scrapping techniques can be carefully discussed in the field of computer science and open the dialogue with the researchers having computer science and engineering background. In the current presentations, we leave these in another presentation, which will be coming soon. So far, this study implies an alternative approach, which is easy and straightforward to acquire for continuously retrieving and updating algorithms, and then can effectively develop a variety of keyword portfolios for different buyers in real time. In addition, if the sellers have intention to attract all Taiwanese buyers' attention, it is suggested to conduct an experimental research by taking into account the focal languages used by different Taiwanese tribes, such as the examples listed on this slide. Finally, this study suggested to adopt different text segmentation tools in order to pursue accurate results for all the languages. For example, here we list the available text segmentation tools that researchers can employ and experimenting on them. Advanced natural language processing techniques, NLP, can also be considered in experimenting larger sales data sets. This study again emphasizes the need for sellers to develop strategies aligned with business goals in order to well manage keyword portfolio and then achieve high sales performance. Some keywords are currently the fashion terms that the sellers have to know and use them even though they appear in a short period of time. Those modern words create strong spiral effects in the marketplace. Because of seeing those modern words, buyers' search behavior easily get changed. For example, this study found using the term rayon is more effective than using the term cooling when selling t-shirts on Shopee in the summertime in Taiwan. Since this study was conducted in the summertime in Taiwan, the results could be different if it was conducted in totally different contexts. Sellers should have known the seasonal variations which may affect product sales. The impact of product images on sales is not considered in this study. Future research can definitely take this into account. A longitudinal study is also suggested to carry out for collecting a comprehensive data set of buyers' behaviors. The dynamics of buyer searching behavior, engagement, and purchasing decisions can also be well understood. Here provides a list of study directions for researchers' future references. Here is a list of selected references that we consider important to our study. Thank you for your attention.